the Pistons. But again, like I don't look at team record. We talk about this. Is it the coach of the year? No. Is it the MVP? No. I'm looking at individual. It's an individual award, so I'm looking at the individual player. And I don't know how anybody in their right mind, if you're watching Detroit Pistons games, and yes, I for anybody asking, I
big
do
if.
watch Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, it's
I
a
do
big
watch
if.
Evan Mobley. But again, if you're actually watching Pistons games, you see the impact. I mean, this guy is getting as much defensive attention or focus rather. You're in the echelon of LeBron James, Stephen Curry. Like it's ridiculous.
What is going on? I want to welcome you from Half Court for today, Monday, April 11th. I, of course, am your host, Sean Murphy, alongside my guy. It is Jeff Iafredi.
Let's go.
Jeff, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro?
You know, that feels great coming off this great UFC weekend, man. Just hearing you do your Bruce Buffer impression.
Now, fighting out of the red corner. I can do it, man, for real.
That is never going to get old.
Hey, Mason, if you ever need an off day, I can literally do this from my bedroom, bro. I got you. We can bring the energy. But anyway, dude, we got to meet in person for the first time this past week. I went down to the Woodward Studios and hung out with everyone there. And I can tell everybody that everyone that you see on screen is exactly how they are off the camera. It is insane, and everyone there is super cool. So shout out to Woodward Sports. Had a really fun weekend over there, hung out, and went to opening day, which was really fun too. Jeff, a lot of exciting stuff going on in Detroit right now.
I'm telling you, man, April in Detroit in the next couple of years is going to be more electrifying by the year. Like, I cannot wait. You're going to have playoff hockey, playoff basketball. Hopefully, you know, you're not picking so far up high in the draft in the NFL, but we'll see, man. I can't wait. It's going to get great in the April in the D, baby.
April in the D. We're going to turn up, man, because there are a lot of reasons to be excited, including the fact that in Detroit, every single professional team that we have has top-level rookies on them. Obviously, with the Lions, Amon-Ra St. Brown this past year, we're about to have a number 2 overall pick. We have CADE Cunningham with the Detroit Pistons, which we will certainly be talking quite a bit about. We have Lucas Raymond, Sider, Nedeljkovic. How many guys on the Red Wings that we're all excited about? And then
guys coming up.
Yep. And then Spencer Torkelson and Riley Green over on the Tigers. A lot of reasons to be excited. But today, Jeff, we got to one last time. We got to talk about CADE Cunningham's Rookie of the Year. Now, here's the thing. I know we've had this conversation quite a few times. However, it's more than justified that at this point, it is now known CADE Cunningham will not play as of we're recording tonight against the Philadelphia 76ers. Neither will Joel Embiid or James Harden. So this game is going to be a fast. However, Jeff, that doesn't mean that CADE Cunningham should not be talked about and praised because, Jeff, this guy should be Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, honestly, no question about it. We've been talking about this for months now, and it's not just about how complete of a player CADE is and what he's doing statistically. I mean, now he's on pace to be, the 10th rookie in NBA history to average at least 17, 5, and 5. Then the people that are in that category, like Oscar Robertson, Michael Jordan, Grant Hill, LeBron James, Luka Doncic, like this is a pedigree of players that if you're compared to, you're doing something right. All right. So not only, let's just take the statistics out of the way. The impact, I get it. The Pistons are terrible. But again, what else? Like, what do you expect out of the kid? He's going to the number 1 team in the NBA lottery. Obviously, we need a whole lot of help in Detroit for the Pistons. But again, like, I don't look at team record. We talk about this. Is it the coach of the year? No. Is it the MVP? No. I'm looking at individual. It's an individual award, so I'm looking at the individual player. And I don't know how anybody in their right mind, if you're watching Detroit Pistons games, and yes, I for anybody asking, I do watch Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, it's
I do watch Evan Mobley. But again, if you're actually watching Pistons games, you see the impact. I mean, this guy is getting as much defensive attention or focus rather. You're in the echelon of LeBron James, Stephen Curry. Like it's ridiculous for a rookie to get that much attention. And for him to handle it the way he's been handling it, Sean, I mean, he's the clear Rookie of the Year. I really don't know how anybody can argue that.
Yeah, just in case people weren't paying attention, let's just review that list of names one more time. Michael Jordan, Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, Alvin Adams, Steve Francis, Tyreek Evans, Grant Hill, LeBron James, and Luka Doncic.
And Grant Hill won Rookie of the Year. So I mean, like it's
and
excuse me, Tyreek Hill.
Yep,
or Tyreek. Not Tyreek Evans. Yeah, Tyreek Evans. God, NFL. I'm wearing the Lions stuff. Tyreek Evans.
It's okay. You're on crack. It's fine. Anywho, but then you look at his statistics, and then if you do bring statistics into the equation, he's literally among the top in the entire rookie class. He's doing everything that he can with all of it, and just all the accolades and accomplishments this guy's had, all the records he's set in a Detroit Pistons record. Listen, man, it's just the conversation is difficult not to have. And again, the people are like, well, have you watched the other teams? It's a valid question, and the answer is hell yeah, I have, man. I'm a league pass junkie, bro. Like when I had that stuff, I canceled it now because why would I have it now with the playoffs coming up? But with league pass, like Scotty Barnes, there was a lot of great things to see out of him this season.
Love Scotty Barnes.
Evan Mobley, fantastic. It's not to say that these guys are not good players. It's just the fact that it's honestly, if you argue by statistics, Cade Cunningham's rookie of the year. If you argue on impact on winning, you take the look at what the second half of the year had in store, and then also how the Pistons played with versus without Cade Cunningham, it would go to him as well. Like literally every argument you can make about Scotty Barnes being the rookie of the year, you could make more so with Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
And with Evan Mobley, obviously that team, the second half of the year, the momentums went down, and obviously you have to look at how they started, and they were a big surprise. He was a big story, and it was a big shocker. I can understand that. And these guys all deserve the award for certain reasons. It's just Cade Cunningham deserves it pretty much for every reason. And for the reasons that those guys deserve it, Cade's doing better at that way. So, you know what I mean? It's just, it really feels insulting that he wouldn't get the award.
And down the stretch, I mean, come on, Sean. The guy averaged 23, 7, and 6 in March. Like, that's all-star numbers. Forget rookie of the year. He's in a different, like, echelon, like, with what he's doing on the floor at his age and the amount of games. He's gotten better and better the more comfortable he's been. And listen, Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley, again, we could talk all day about them. They're impressive players. They just certainly deserve to be in the discussion. But if you're Scotty Barnes, I'm sorry. Cade doesn't have the luxury like the other night where Scotty Barnes, I think he had 15 and 7. He won the game. Like, that's not – Cade can't – if he had 15 and 7, the Pistons are losing. Like, he is required, and I get it. Maybe that's an argument against him that he has all the – he can pretty much do whatever he wants in terms of on offense. But that's hard. And you see it. Defensive attention is all on Cade and obviously Jeremy Grant. But he's been out, and he's still putting up numbers. So I think that's been the most impressive part. If it wasn't for Jeremy Grant, Cade would be the leading scorer on this team and what he's doing with the assists and playmaking for others. What he's doing defensively as well. I don't know, man. Like, it's tough at this point that there's even an argument. I know I saw a post come out. I think it was about a couple days ago. They were ranking the rookies. I think it was The Score, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the outlet. And they ranked Cade as the third person. I'm like, are you serious?
Can I just remind you guys of a couple stats real quick? And again, I hate when stats are the only argument. However, like, sometimes the stats really just speak loudly, and when they do, you have to listen to them. So Cade Cunningham joined Michael Jordan as the only rookie in NBA history with a stat line of at least 34 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and 4 steals. Only him and Michael Jordan have done it. And then he also joined Michael Jordan and Oscar Robertson as only rookies to ever average at least 22, 5, and 7 in a month.
Yeah.
That's where he's at.
And how much of those points are coming from free throws? I mean, little to none. So if the guy's getting free throws this year, he's over 20 points per game. So that's not the question. He's taking it into the lane. He's getting every game I've watched. Like, you can look at the free throw attempts, look at them on NBA.com, and then you could watch the games and see that he's actually trying to get to the damn line. He just isn't. Like, the refs aren't calling it for whatever reason. So it's not like, oh, he's settling for jump shots. No, if you watch Cade, he's going inside. He's being physical. He's trying to draw contact. He still doesn't get the goddamn foul. So with Cade Cunningham, man, he's doing everything he needs to do. I mean, if he doesn't win it, there's nothing Cade can look at himself and say, I didn't do. I was the most impressive rookie, 9 in and 9 out with the most attention. And not only that, in a city that is so overlooked, like, they don't just say Detroit versus everybody for no reason. Like, he's in Detroit playing this type of basketball, and what recognition has he gotten? I mean, some NBA, at least stars that are on TV, have been giving him credit. I mean, Matt Barnes was high on him. I mean, JJ Redick's giving him credit. Even a couple other people that I obviously are missing out. But if it wasn't for those players, KD, DeMar DeRozan, the media isn't talking about it. And that's probably the most frustrating part is he's getting recognition from the players, and people seem to underrate that. Like, that's the most important
Yeah,
thing to
the
me.
players,
KD, yeah,
the
100%.
players are all like, Cade Cunningham's the truth. And like, you know,
Yeah,
there's certainly people that are praising Scotty Barnes. There's certainly people that are praising Evan Mobley, but like the pedigree of names that are talking about Cade Cunningham, no other rookie's getting. They're just not. And not to that level. But again, like Johnny Kane just tweeted this, food for thought, the case for Cade. He's first for rookies in the following: points, points via drive, clutch points, assists, field goal attempts, and games of 25, 5, and 5. Like, come
yeah,
on, man. He's by far putting on the biggest workload. He's doing the most, and he's actually succeeding. Like, this guy has been the best of the, has been the cream of this crop, and he's going to finish on top. And there is no train in which you gonna stop. Okay,
right.
so coming up next year, I really think the expectation for Cade, I think he can have a very similar sophomore season to LaMelo Ball and get this team to a play-in game and possibly even be in the All-Star game. I don't know what your
No,
thoughts are, Jeff.
you're absolutely right, and that's why a part of me doesn't worry as much. Like, yes, have we been advocating for Cade to win Rookie of the Year all season? Yes, but if he
Mm-hmm.
does, it doesn't change anything. Like, Cade's
Yep.
just he's going to be the clear best player. You'll see that in the next couple of years, and I think more importantly, like you said, you brought up LaMelo Ball. He has that type of impact on a team. He does so many things. He's like LaMelo Ball, but he also plays the other side of the floor. He plays
Mm-hmm.
defense. So that's what I admire so much about Cade. He's the most complete player. We're seeing that in our arguments. Like, I'm good. We all thought he was the most complete player. He came in, he's the most complete player. I'm good. Like, if he wins Rookie of the Year, he doesn't. We still have the best player. And let's just talk about it in another discussion. He's in the same breath as Isaiah Thomas. I mean, he's in the same
Yep.
breath as Grant Hill. Like, these are the greatest players in franchise history. Says a
There's
lot.
there's an argument to be made that Cade Cunningham is the best rookie in Pistons history.
No doubt about it.
There is an argument to be made.
Yeah.
And so with that, the Detroit Pistons have one thing that these other teams won't have either, that the Cleveland Cavaliers will not have, and the Toronto Raptors will not have either. And that is high lottery draft pick this upcoming summer. The Cleveland Cavaliers, as good as they've looked, they don't really have much of a ceiling as far as like how much more they can add to this team. And same can be said about the Toronto Raptors as well. I mean, Masai Ujiri, you never know. You know, the Toronto Raptors, you know, they're always developing people on the back end. Scotty Barnes, they can always be better. They're going to be a threat going forward. They always will be. However, this team could get a number one pick because they are going to be tied for the best odds again for a number one pick. So let's not expect that that's going to be the reality. But what we can say is that there is a 52% chance that Cade Cunningham will get another top 5 player alongside him in Detroit. And that is the thing that's terrifying for the rest of the league.
Yeah. Hopefully it's Jabari Smith. Hopefully it's Jabari Smith. I'm on that train, and I'm not getting off it.
And Jeff, we could be back here this time next year, but instead in our mansions that are going to be next door with the matching water slides out front that we talked about. We're going to be talking about it from the water slides. And we'll be talking about how Jabari Smith for the Detroit Pistons or whoever's in that uniform.
Yeah, well, hey, have a cigar. You remember when the Pistons drafted Jabari Smith?
Yeah, exactly.
Like that, just to take that in, I feel like I can't wait. And that's a whole nother, I mean, we're going to get into that closer to the draft, which people I know they're going to want to see because it's going to be a lot to talk about, man. A lot of guys that could be argued for number one. So
and
it's a great year.
And in order to be sure to be tuned in for those conversations, you are going to want to be locked in right here from Half Court, where each and every day or each and every week, Jeff, myself, and the whole gang, we talk all things NBA basketball. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, because a lot of content will be coming. The NBA playoffs, the NBA draft, the NBA lottery, a lot to happen.
Covering it all.
The coaching carousel. There is going to be so much that's going to be going down, and this is the place to be. So be sure, God damn it, that you are subscribed.
Do it.